Hey guys, it's Stars and Moon Tarot, and I am back again for another daily reading. This is going to be for February 17th, and I'm just going to get right into it. This is The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, and then this is Spirit Messages by John Holland. And yeah, let's see what today will bring. Like I said, whenever I do these readings, I go through them about like 2 or 3 times before I record it. And when I was doing the readings, like this was kind of the first time like I kind of started shaking. Like my voice was kind of shaky. I was like, oh geez, this is kind of crazy. Thinking that's one way that this is kind of like the truth coming out. Something like that. So, and also like I do it about 2 or 3 times so then like I don't stutter as much. You guys get the most out of these videos because otherwise I would drag on forever with them. So yeah, the first thing that I noticed about them is all of the swords cards. Like there's 3 of swords right there, and how they ascend to, because there's 3 of swords, 4 of swords, 5, and then page. And also I noticed that there are no cups cards in here, unless if you want to count like the magician and star card. But yeah, there's no cups in here, like, you know, 2 of cups, 3 of cups, king of cups, whatever. And the cups cards represent like creativity, following your intuition, listening to the kind of like that inner knowing. What else? Yeah, I think that kind of covers it. And it could be that you might have like a hard time like knowing whether to trust your instincts and your intuition, and whether you shouldn't, you know, that could be a little bit of a conflict. Or maybe the decisions that you make, they might not exactly be emotional, they might be more like rational and logical. And I think that's funny that yesterday the swords cards were missing, and they're all over the place in today. And then yesterday, like, you know, there were cups cards and there's none. So I also, like, it made me think, you know, like maybe today you're a little bit more of like your thoughts, and maybe like how those thinking patterns aren't necessarily serving you, or maybe how like you're communicating with others, you might be a little bit more aware of that. But I was drawn to like the 3 of swords because this, like, yeah, this is an interesting like group of cards. Not that it's never in tarot, but it definitely had me thinking today. Because like there's a 3 of swords, and this one is about like heartache and heartbreak. And then there's 4 of swords, and this one is about like rejection and isolation. And then there's 5 of swords, which is like embarrassment and conflict, a lot of things coming at you at once. So I was like, okay. And then I did like a little bit of a checkup on 2 of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. 2 of Wands, I used to see this as, you know, somebody's going on a journey. They're kind of like looking over the distance on the horizon, kind of like seeing what else is out there. And I checked in the companion book just to be sure, like, if I was spot on this or not, or if I was missing anything. And what I was missing is this card can be kind of like the victory, like a partial victory. You know, like you're not entirely there, but there could just be like a nudge from the universe saying like you're on the right track. And it can also be seen as like you kind of have the world in your hands, because there's a globe, not a glove, a globe right there. So I was like, okay, got that. And then there's the Knight of Pentacles, and I usually associate, well, it is associated with Virgo, but I just went off of that description and I checked in the companion book to see if there was anything else that I was missing. And it turns out that the Knight cards, they're all about like standing up to challenge or like overcoming a challenge. Knight of Pentacles, represented by Virgo, is all about standing up for like what you believe in. Like, what are you gonna like defend and like hold your honor on? And then what they do is, the way that they take action is they observe. So they sit back, watch things for a while, and then they plan their actions methodically. And I was like, all right. And then you have like the Tower card. And this one like threw me for a loop, and that's exactly what the Tower card does. It throws you for a loop. Like you have no idea like when it's coming, how it's gonna happen. It just comes in there and out. Like it's unexpected change. And you're just kind of like forced to deal with it, and it shakes you from your roots. And that's all about like Uranian energy. And then the star card is represented by Aquarius. Aquarius is all, what is it? It is represented by Uranus, but also Saturn. And I was like, okay, got that. And Saturn is all about karma. And then there was just something about these swords cards. Like, there's just something that makes me feel like very karmic about it. And then with like the star card, standing your ground, I feel like you might, like, you're always faced with this decision that you have to make. Because the Two of Wands, it can be like a partial victory, but on the downside, it can be like indecision about something and kind of all over the place, like disillusionment. So I feel like you're kind of on this, like, you feel like you have to stand up for yourself all the time. And like, this is just a karmic situation. Like, it could be a work situation, it could be like at home, it could be at school, it could be all three of these at once, you know? But I feel like today you're going to be more aware of your thoughts and like how it's kind of like karmic, kind of like manifesting. Yeah, like I said, karmic, Saturn, or yeah. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn as well. Saturn is karmic stuff. And then Magician is like the greatest manifester of your life. Because he has the wands, he has the cups, he has the pentacles, he has the swords. And it's kind of like the law of attraction. Like, your thought, like, it starts with your thoughts, and then it, like, blooms from there. So I feel like today you're kind of going to be more aware of your thoughts and where that's kind of like leading you. And maybe before you didn't realize like this was a karmic situation, that you've been going through a lot of like karmic situations, because like I said, it could have been work, school, home, anything really. Like, it could have been in your love life too, it could have been with your finances. Like, today you're going to be like more aware of it, and like these situations always repeat, and it doesn't seem like they're very good like outcomes, and you kind of like want to change your direction. And I feel like maybe today you're going to get like intuitive insights about that are kind of going to push you to take that leap of faith, that are kind of going to make you choose, like, either you can stay in this kind of energy, or you can choose to like grow and do something different, like do something that's more emotionally fulfilling for you, something that's more aligned with like your higher self and what you really want to do, instead of like being with people that are probably just going to stab you in the back, make you feel like isolated or rejected, or just like embarrass you, and like cause a lot of conflict that doesn't need to be there. And if you're like dealing with these kind of people now, like, I feel the way to do it is you just need to say a few well-chosen words, and just that'll shut them up. You might feel very aggressive about that, because Page of Swords, they definitely are not like the King of Swords, like they still have some refinement to do, but they know how to like use their tongue to like say things to like hurt people or enlighten them, do something to that effect. And I feel like you just have to say a few well-chosen words to get people to be quiet about that. You don't have to use like unnecessary force, you just have to like say a few things, and that's it. And then also with the Tower, it could also be that it's going to make you question, because you get a lot of like intuitive insights. Today you could get a lot of those insights, and it could be like, oh my gosh, am I actually doing the right thing? Am I not? But it's going to make you second guess yourself. But it's like you have to make a decision. Like, are you going to listen to these like intuitive insights, even though if they come up like abruptly, like out of the blue? Or are you going to stay like in this other energy? So yeah, let's see what the spirit messages have to say about today. Trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one you consider safe and more familiar, but you can be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So with trust, I definitely saw this as like the air signs, like the swords. Swords are associated with air signs. I definitely saw that with this, because it says while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, Your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. And it's like the thing that's missing is cups. Cups can be like your inner guidance, like something that's telling you, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. And that's missing today. And then I also saw that as the Fool, because they're the ones like trusting, like you have to take that leap of faith, like you're trusting the universe that everything is going to be okay. And then what else did I see? I think I saw something else. Yeah, it could be, like I said, like your work situation, your home situation, whatever it is, like it could be really crappy. And you might feel tempted to like stay in this, but it's like if you go out there, if you do something different, it could positively like change your life. Even though if you're scared and you're not exactly sure what to do, if you get like hunches to like do something different, I would definitely pay attention to those hunches. Alrighty, and then a father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, and that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. So, when I saw this card, nothing really spoke to me as fatherly love. This card did show up yesterday, and I could definitely relate to that yesterday, but today I was like, what's up with that? But when I was reading the description, the thing that stuck out to me was strength. And it could be, like you need strength to stick up to people that kind of want to put you down, break your heart, make you feel rejected or isolated, or, try to embarrass you. You might have to, like, gain strength from that, like tap into your inner strength for that. And then, you might need strength to take that leap of faith and go out and do something different, because it could scare the crap out of you. But it takes strength to do both of those things. And then that's just a reminder that you can tap into it at any time for whatever reason. And then the last one, stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know you can do so. You will be the victor. So with this, I definitely saw as a Knight of Pentacles, because like I said, this is about sticking up to a challenge. And in this case, it's sticking up for like what you believe in, your values, what you're going to honor. And then, what is it? I also, ironically, or I don't know, like in a different way, saw that as the Star card, because the Star card is all about, It's all about like following your dreams, but like look at her stance. Like she's confident, and she's naked too. She's just like flaunting her stuff, and she's like, I don't care who sees this. And I compared, in a different reading, the Star card to like the Eight of Cups. Because look at her. Like she's walking away from something, you don't even see her face. She has her clothes on too, so it could have been like she's hiding her personality, but she's walking away from a situation. And then you see her and she's like, bam. Like I said, like she's just confident. And I feel like when you trust your intuition and like you stand behind your intuition, that's going to give you like more confidence. And it could be like the confidence that you need to follow your dreams. It could be confidence, for like sticking up for what you believe in. And each time that you do that, it'll kind of be like signs from the universe, like, yeah, you're on the right track, like you're doing the right thing. Like it'll be small victories. It might not be something huge and significant, but it'll be just like nudges from the universe, like, yeah, you're going on the right path, like we got your back. And then and then also like stand your ground and trust, like they're both green. So I feel like these definitely go together as one, like the more you trust yourself, like the stronger you're going to be able to like stand your ground, like the stuff that you're going to stand for, not going to stand for. And then, what I also was going to say about trust is like your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. And I saw that as a Star card because, again, this is ruled by Aquarius. They're everything like unusual, things that are different. And I saw this as like, take that different path, like take that leap of faith and trust that it's all going to work out. So yeah, that's what I saw for today's reading. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, definitely hit that like button down below and make sure to subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this. And then leave a reply in the comment section down below. I would love to hear how this video resonated with you and how your day went. And then I also have an Instagram page where I post daily readings, inspirational quotes, and then positive affirmations to get your vibes up. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Bye!